Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Fluxmania. Okay, well, first off, sorry for the late video. It has been a chaotic time and I have had a lot to do, so there has not been a lot of time to make videos like this. So my apologies for that. But from now on, I'm going to focus on making these videos, making reviews on the website. Check it out. It's E-mania.net. Anyway, let's begin with the video, right? Well, first off, also I wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody who's celebrating Christmas around this time, and Happy New Year to all the people in the world who love television and love me. I'm sorry. So let's begin with the video. Today I wanted to talk about Hobbit, the Desolation of Smaug, which is a sequel to the first Hobbit movie, which was a bit of boring. I was not really satisfied with the first movie because it was really boring and there was a lot of storytelling and a lot of yawning. But all in all, the first movie wasn't really that bad. It was good. I mean, it told the story, the beginning of the story, it told it perfectly and cool. But I think that putting this movie, slicing it in three things was too big, too much. I mean, they could have just made it shorter and fewer movies, and that would have made it a lot better. And that's my opinion, honestly. I mean, I love The Hobbit. I read the book. I love the movie. I love the first movie. Of course, there are some points that I don't like. The second movie, I loved it also. It was really good. But also at the second movie, there are really just things that really annoy me. One of these things is that they just add characters and add storylines that don't get described in the book. Like for example, the Gandalf part. Gandalf goes to like this I can't remember the name actually, but he goes to this castle, Black Castle, really isolated somewhere, and he gets to fight with like the remaining image of Sauron, or the ghost of Sauron, or something like that. And in the book, they just say that he goes away. They don't see what he's doing. They just say that he goes away. So like they made up that entire sequence of scenes. Like, what the hell does Gandalf do? What the hell is this? And that was one of the better storylines, I have to admit. I mean, the Gandalf part was really good. I like that Sauron gets reintroduced into the series, just in a small way, but really like a sort of introduction to the Lord of the Rings movies, I think. I think that it's more that I think that it is more like an introduction to the Lord of the Rings movies, which is cool. But yeah, and also another thing that I did not like about this movie was that the Tauriel scene with Keely, I think, the dwarf. I mean, who the hell thought of that? I mean, oh guys, let's make elf and dwarven babies. Let's just put in a romance scene. Let's just do this. It's awesome. I mean, who the hell wants to see elf babies, or dwarf babies for that matter? Dwarf babies. I mean, dwarf, elf, dwarf babies. Of course, Tauriel, the actress that plays her, is amazingly hot, and in the movie also quite hot. But I mean, come on, guys. What's the point of making a dwarf elf romance scene or a romance involved sequence in the third movie? I mean, what's the point? I mean, I get that people want to see romance in movies, but it's not about romance. It's about the story, and the story has to be told in a good way. I love Martin Freeman. I love Bilbo. I love Smaug. I love Benedict Cumberbatch, who voiced Smaug. And I just love the rest of the movie. It looks really pretty, and I think it's amazingly done. But yeah, and I love the Smaug scenes. I mean, anyone who doesn't love the Smaug scenes needs to go in a corner and reassess their life, because that dragon is fucking amazing, and the story actually revolves quite a bit around him. I'm not saying that it's the lead actor or the lead part in the movie, but it's the story. He has a great deal in the story, if you know what I mean. I just love him, and I loved the ending, like where he was covered in gold and he just flew up and he just went away and he was like, I am death. And I thought, fuck, that was fucking amazing. And it was fucking amazing. And there was enough action and enough entertainment to satisfy everyone. And I hated the barrel scene. I mean, it was funny to begin with, like in the first 30 seconds, but they dragged it out too long. And at the end it was just too long of a scene where it took away the seriousness. Anyway, further than that, I loved Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug. I'm really curious as to see how they're going to make the third part, which is actually going to be just all war and destruction and death and fire and shit flying everywhere, which is fucking amazing. I love that. And I hope they really aren't gonna focus on the Toriel Keeley scenes where they're like romancing and making dwarf babies, and I don't want to see, I mean, no, I don't want to see that. No. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that was about it for The Desolation of Smaug. Guys, it was an amazing movie. I really got to say that, but there were also things that I didn't like. And that's my opinion. I mean, some people will love the dwarf thing, but I really don't like the dwarf thing. So, yeah, my opinion, right? And you're not understanding that. Anyway, that's it for today. Desolation of Smaug. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. It's in cinemas all over the world right now. It did good in the opening weekend. It didn't do as good as the first Hobbit movie, but that's okay because it's not about money. At least for the creators, it's about money. But for us, it's about the experience and the movie in general. And it was a good movie. I got to say that. But yeah, that's it. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I guess I think this is an 8. Yeah, that's a good number for the Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug. Read the book. It's an amazing book. I really think that people who watch the movies and then read the books, that you'll see where I'm coming from, because the story really is just like missing something. But it's great all in all, and I hope you enjoyed this review of Desolation of Smaug, and I'll see you next time, I guess. I hope so.